I'm standing inside the Colosseum, Rome's massive oval time machine where 50,000 people once roared, blood, fame, spectacle. But a lot of what we know about this place, it's myth dressed as history. So let's separate legend from reality. First, the thumbs. You've seen it in movies. Emperor gives thumbs down, gladiator dies. In reality, it's murkier. Ancient sources suggest gestures were more like a thumb turned up, unsheathed, like drawing a blade. Mercy could be shown with a thumb pressed against the hand. The crowd could shout, but the editor, the guy in charge, decided. Death wasn't guaranteed. Trained gladiators were investments. They weren't all slaves. Many were prisoners of war, yes, but some were free men who signed contracts, chasing prize money and fame. They trained in specialized schools, ate high-carb diets, and even drank a plant ash tonic for bone health. Archaeology backs this up. The lion's everyday thing? Exaggerated. The games had schedules, morning hunts with exotic animals, midday executions, afternoon bouts. Animals were there, bears, leopards, even crocodiles. But logistics were tough and costly. Did they flood the Colosseum for naval battles? Early on, maybe small-scale water shows in the arena's first phase. But once they built the Hypogum, the underground maze of elevators, trapdoors, and winches, sailing ships here wasn't practical. What they did stage, spectacularly, were choreographed hunts and sudden reveals, like a rhinoceros appearing from beneath the floor. What about Christians martyred here? It's a powerful story, but direct evidence for mass executions specifically inside the Colosseum is thin. Persecution happened in Rome, absolutely, but scholars debate how much of it occurred right here. This is Roman concrete magic, volcanic ash, lime and aggregate forming a skeleton of arches and vaults that could breathe with earthquakes and crowds. The Valerium, an enormous awning, shaded spectators, rigged by sailors. Underneath, the Hypogum was a stage machine centuries ahead of its time. Tickets told you who you were. Senators sat front and center. Women and the poor up high. Your seat was a social X-ray of Rome. Entry was often free. Politicians bought popularity with bread and spectacles. Were gladiators always killing each other? Not usually. Many fights ended in acknowledged defeat. A top-tier gladiator could fight a dozen times in a career. Death happened, but wasteful slaughter wasn't good business. And the animals? The empire's appetite for spectacle helped push some species locally to extinction. Entertainment has a cost, seen or not.